This is Numbers with Nicole, and we're going to do 2 more models on finding lengths of segments on the coordinate plane, but we're going to amp up the level of difficulty, I guess, on that. All right, so we have a triangle ABC shown on the axes below, and we want to know, is it isosceles? So that's some vocabulary from earlier in this year, and we know that an isosceles triangle has 2 congruent legs or sides, or equal legs or equal sides, which also means it has 2 equal angles. But we're not going to be using a protractor on this. We're going to be investigating the equal sides part. So if we take a look at this triangle, it is clear that BC is not going to be even close to the same length as AB and AC. So my investigation is going to be, does AC equal AB? Because if that is true, then the triangle would be isosceles. And if that's not true, then it's not going to be, because there's no way that BC is equal to any of those. So since this is already graphed, I'm going to use the graphing method. So I'm going to draw my little triangle here. So 7 to 0 is 7, and another one makes 8 units. And then we have 0 to 4 is 4 units. So to find the length of AB squared, that would be 4 squared plus 8 squared. So AB squared equals, we're just going to use the calculator here, equals 80. So AB is equal to the square root of 80. Okay, so now we want to see, does AC give us that same amount? So we want to investigate that. So again, we're going to draw a right triangle. So I need AC to be the hypotenuse of that right triangle. So I drop the leg down till it meets A. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we know that AC squared is going to be 4 squared plus 8 squared, and obviously that's going to give us AC squared is 80, and so AC is square root of 80. So is triangle ABC a isosceles triangle? Yes, triangle ABC is isosceles because AB equals AC, which equals the square root of 80. So that's one application of the distance formula. Let's try another one. So we're going to write the equation of a circle, and we're going to write it in the x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared form, because they gave us the center. And so we have a center point of 3, -1. I'll do C for center. And then they said that 9, 9 is a point on the circle. So if I were to sketch my circle, here's my circle going around that. See, if you have a compass, you could just use a compass to make a nice, pretty circle. So in order to use this formula, we already have the center, but we need the radius in order to finish filling in this formula here. So we need to solve for r, the radius. So we're looking for the distance between these 2 points. So I don't have a graph here. I could use the distance formula. Again, that's not my preferred method, so I'm going to look at the coordinates, assess how far apart they are, and plug into Pythagorean Theorem. So I'm going to look at the x values first. 3 and 9 on a number line are 6 units apart. All right, now I'm going to look at the y values. -1 and +9. So -1 to 0 is 1 unit, and 0 to 9 is 9 units. So 1 unit and 9 unit makes 10 units between -1 and 9. And we are looking for this radius, which would be r squared, right? If we were to make our little triangle here, we would have a 6 and a 10, not drawn to scale, right? Okay, so 6 squared plus 10 squared equals 136 equals the radius squared. And you're like, I don't know if that's a perfect square. Let's check. No, clearly not a perfect square. So our radius is the square root of 136. But if you look at our formula here, we need r squared, which was just 136. So we didn't have to solve for r. We could have stopped at r squared for our formula. So we're going to do the last step, which is to substitute in. So our center has an h of 3 and a k of -1. Remember, when we plug in the center into the equation, we put the opposite sign of what we see. So since h was 3, we have a -3 in our equation. Since k is -1, we're going to have a +1 in our equation, and our radius squared was equal to 136. So here's our final answer to this question. So we used the distance formula to help us solve a more advanced question. The distance formula, finding the distance between 2 points using Pythagorean theorem, did not become any more complicated here.